Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Fashionably J, and today we are going to be getting a little bit more personal. So as you guys know, I have recently cut and bleached my hair, and a lot of people have been asking me, okay, hey, why'd you do it, blah 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 blah. And so I've kind of been giving like short answers like, oh, I just cut it because I wanted something new, I wanted something fresh. But I didn't really want to tell them like my whole backstory and my whole like life emotional story as to why I wanted to cut my hair. So I figured I'd just do it in a video, and that way when people ask, they can just come to this video. So fair warning, this is going to be a long video. So if you have your coffee, if you have your oatmeal, or if you're in your lunch break, or if you're eating dinner, or heck, if you're just eating in the bed, eating some chocolate, go ahead and grab that. And we're just going to be talking about why I decided to cut my hair and the process that led up to that. So before we get started, don't forget to give this video a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm so thankful for the subscribers that I've already accumulated. You guys have been so wonderful, and I just thank you, and I'm excited to grow this channel even more. So enough chatter, now we're going to go ahead and get into the video. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. And today is not going to really be like a tutorial. It's just kind of going to be like a chit chat slash get ready with me slash like the backstory as to why I cut my hair. And I got on my little like bunny thing because I just like having it on while I do my makeup because I think it just makes me feel super girly. So yeah, so first I'm going to start out with this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water, and I hope I pronounced that right, but I'm just gonna use this to moisturize my face. And I actually got this idea from my youngest sister. She came home over Christmas break and she was using it and she really liked it, so I'm just using that to kind of moisturize my face. I've really been trying to lather on the shea butter because it is so dry here, and like if you have eczema, well, people call it eczema, I say eczema, but if you have that, like the eczema will just start to creep up on you like as the colder months start to go by. So yeah, that's what I'm using to kind of moisturize my face, and then alongside my shea butter. So I'm just gonna start with my eyes first. But yeah, so backtracking a little bit, so I have been natural since August 2012, and going natural ever since. And I really enjoyed the process. It was fun, seeing my hair grow, trying different products and things like that, until it just wasn't fun for me anymore. Like, fast forward to about, I would say like roughly around 2016. First, let me not forget, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and leave me a comment. So I would say fast forward to 2016.
I'm not on Instagram right now, but well, it depends on when you're watching this, but currently I'm not on Instagram. Maybe I will get back on like in the future, but I just decided to take a break. But yes, I was fine. So, and if you guys hear me talking, I'm sorry, but that is my husband in the background. I've asked him to keep it down, but if any of you guys are YouTubers out there, then you know how that goes.
This lady called Amanda Dizzle, I think. I'm not entirely sure because it was like 3 years ago. But she had like this super cute asymmetrical cut, and I really, really wanted it. And my now husband at the time, I went to him and I was like, oh, I really want to do this cut.
This is super cute, blah, 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 blah. And, he was like, no, I kind of want you to, grow your hair long curly hair, blah, 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 or big curly hair. That's really what it is, especially with my type of texture. It's really more so big than long.
Because the hair grows up, not down.
I'm trying to convince him that I really want this cut, and we're at his stepmom and dad's house, and so I'm just like trying to convince them to convince him, if that makes any sense, that I want to get this cut, blah, 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 blah. And, everybody was kind of like, oh, no, whatever, or... so then
my stepmother-in-law, she kind of convinced me. She was like, he just wants to see you with long hair, just keep it longer. And then my husband's like, yeah, because I want you to have like long hair for when we get married. Now, mind you, we weren't even engaged yet. We were still just boyfriend and girlfriend, I think, at this point. But I mean, we already knew that we wanted to get married. and he actually ended up proposing to me in January.
I was like, okay, cool, I can do that, that's fine, whatever. Because I was thinking, okay, well, after the wedding, I'll just cut it however I want to cut it, because I kept my end of the bargain, so now I'm going to do what I want to do.
So, our wedding comes around, and, like I said, I keep the longer curly hair, whatever.
Didn't end up cutting my hair, but I think for a period of time I kind of forgot about it, probably because I was starting grad school, and, I don't know, I think I was starting to, like, you know, like my hair and everything. And I think with anything, you go through phases. So, like, I was going through a phase where I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this thing. Like, I'm going to go ahead and grow my hair out, whatever. And so I kind of forgot about the whole cut that I wanted, I think.
So then I would say, fast forward like a couple months or whatever, and I was just kind of fed up. So I would say this is probably like November 2017.
I was just kind of like fed up with the products. Like, either products weren't in my price range, or either like they would leave my hair crunchy after a couple days. And like I said in other videos, I have 4A, 4B hair. But in some spots, I don't know.
Sometimes I really do feel like I got all the textures in my head, because my back is so wavy and the top is like a kinky straight. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of gone through a weird change, if you will. So yeah, so I was trying out, I was really a diehard for Eco Styler Gel, and I ended up cutting that off like in May, because after watching Bree Hall's video, I decided
to stop using it because I was really struggling with like migraines. Like, I was on medicine, and my doctor wanted to take me to the neurologist and everything, and she was having me track all my food, like everything that because they're trying to figure out, okay, well, what's going on. So I cut that out, and I have not had like chronic migraines since about May of 2018. So I was trying out like the Eden Body Works Curly Jelly or something like that. I was also trying out flaxseed gel, and yeah. So
I was trying those out, and then I was just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of over it. And then I decided to switch to, what's it called? Like the Blue Magic. Yeah, I decided to switch to Blue Magic. And so I would just do like water and Blue Magic wash and goes, which if you guys have not tried it, you guys are sleeping on it, because Blue Magic honestly does a really good job of holding in the moisture. I know people are going to say, oh, well, it keeps moisture out. But honestly, if you moisturize your hair and detangle it really well before you put the grease on there, it honestly locks the moisture that you have on your hair in. And so, you know, the first couple days, you know, it's going to be a little bit greasy. You might have to wear your hair up in a puff. But I'm telling you, after that, like, I'll get like a wash and go for 9 days. 9 days. And you can hear my husband in the back. But yeah, so I would get those, and then I was just kind of over that after a while. And so then I would say fast forward to, yeah, summer 2018. And I think 2018 was a really good year for me. I know I said that in a different video, but it was also a year where my struggles with depression really started to become more prevalent. And like over the summer, like I was working, I was, you know, taking graduate courses and everything. And one of my statistics classes was an online accelerated statistics class. So that was already like a triple threat, if you will. So I was like really struggling with that, and you know, and I had taken it twice. So this was my second time taking it, and it was online, and you really had to like teach yourself. So I really struggled, and you know, I kept telling my husband, you know, I really want to cut my hair. I'm feeling so stressed. I don't feel like me, like, you know. And I thought if I cut my hair, this would make me feel more happy. And, you know, I think it still did.
But I was kind of like, what do they call it? Like treating the symptoms, but not the actual thing. I don't know what the thing is called, but, you know, something like that. And he was like, oh, you don't want to cut your hair. He's like, you just are stressed. You know, that's not going to really help if you do cut your hair, blah, 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 blah. So I listened, and I was just like, okay. And so, yeah, so then I kept it. So then I would say fast forward to about...
And I hope you guys are able to follow along with the timeline. But I would say fast forward to about like November or December 2018. And that's when like the idea of going short and blonde really, really started to become prevalent in my mind. Like, I kept thinking about it. I made playlists
on YouTube about it. I was researching it, following people like it, like Janai Kristen, Alyssa Ashley. There's also Face Over Matter. She was blind and short for a period of time. So I was like really looking to them for inspiration and everything. And actually there's a girl in my department who has short and blonde hair. And I think she cut her hair like 2 years ago. Well, yeah, probably 2 years ago now that it's 2019.
And so I went up to her one day and I was like, hey, you know, what kind of guard do you use? And she was kind of like, what? And I said, yeah, I'm thinking about cutting my hair. I said, but I'm kind of on the fence because my husband doesn't, you know, necessarily want me to. I said, but I'm like really, really thinking about it. So she was saying how she doesn't really know. She goes to a barber and then they just kind of do it for her. But I was telling her about how I just didn't know if I had the right facial features and everything. And she was saying, you know, I find it funny people who say that, because normally the people that are worried about if they have the right facial features are normally the ones that can pull it off. And she was like, another thing that I find funny is that, you know, guys don't worry about if they have the right facial features. They just go for it. They just wear
their hair short, whether they got a fat face or a slim face. You know, they don't think about, oh, my cheekbones aren't high enough, blah, 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 I can't pull it up.
So then that just like really stuck with me. And so I kept replaying that. I'm like, dang, like she's right. Like we do that. And so yeah. So she encouraged me. And so then I would say what also encouraged me was me and my husband, we went to a watch night service. I'm sorry.
My husband, he's a bass player, and so one of his friends, and I didn't want to go, not because I don't like church, but because I just wanted to spend it at home, like with my husband and everything. And I mean, I love going to church, but I just kind of wanted to do something like, you know, more intimate, where we just watch the ball drop, have a little food or whatever. But anyway, so we went to this new church, and
this pastor was so good. Like, he was so charismatic, and, you know, I feel like he just like gave me hope. And he was preaching about how, you know, leave depression in 2018, leave divorce and people wishing, you know, ill will on you in 2018. And so yeah, he just got me super
pumped. I feel like I say super in every video. But he just got me really pumped and like really got me thinking about how I overcame 2018. And honestly, I really did have to overcome and things like that. So he was like encouraging us that way. And, you know, I just felt uplifted.
So then I took that as a sign, okay, yep, I'm going to go ahead and cut my hair. I'm going to have a fresh start. I want to start new adventures in 2019. Like, I want to learn how to swim. I want to like, venture off into different areas. Like,
I was taught how to swim, like, in 5th grade, but I really don't count that. You know, I just don't feel comfortable. And then, like, my husband tried to teach me when we were on our anniversary vacation or whatever. So yeah, so I feel like I was maintaining them, but I feel like if you were to throw me in a pool now, like, I don't know, not so much. So I'm like, I just want to learn how to swim and, you know, try new things, maybe take up archery because I really like that, get back into martial arts and grappling because I really, really enjoyed that.
So I was just like, I'm going to do that with my new hair and everything. And I'm not saying that you necessarily have to get a new haircut to do that, but I know when I had my longer natural hair, I was like, oh, then I got to go home and wash it every night so that way the chlorine doesn't eat up at my hair. And honestly, I had to get over my fear of water because I was afraid of water for the longest time. And I guess it was like being immersed in water because it wasn't like, you know, like when a cat gets wet in the shower or something like that. No, it was just like I had a fear of drowning, and that was a serious, serious fear. So I kind of had to get over that. And then, like, while I was kind of getting over that, I was like, okay, I'm going to take this seriously. I want to learn how to swim. That way, when me and my boo go on vacay, like, I can just hop in the water, have no problem. And also,
while we were on vacation, we played like a lot of water games, like water polo, water volleyball, and things like that. And, you know, I was maintaining, but just seeing, like, the people that know how to swim really fast, like, I would say that also encouraged me because I'm super competitive. And, like, seeing them, like, swimming, like, hardcore, trying to get the ball and everything. While I'm kind of, like, tiptoeing in the pool, like, I think that also motivated me, too, because I'm like, okay, next year when we come back, like, I'm going to get them.
So yeah, I would say that is one of the major reasons why I wanted to cut my hair. And also, I felt like I wanted to cut my hair because for so long I felt like I was trying to stay or live in everybody else's box or image of me, and that was the J with the big curly hair or the big puff or something. And
I do my church's announcements. Now, my pastor has never said I can't change up on my look or anything, but I just felt like I couldn't because I felt like I was like a figure of the church, and so I wanted to maintain a certain look. And yeah, so that made me, like, I don't know, apprehensive about changing my style and everything. And I just felt like, I shouldn't be like that. I feel like I'm living and, having my own, or getting dressed and trying to meet everybody else's expectation of me. But it's like, what do I like?
And I also felt like I was molding into a different person. Like, I'm in my 20s. I want to do something. I want to do something experiment as far as my look, like not with like drugs or anything, but just experiment with my look. And it's just like your 20s are supposed to be, well, any age really, but I just kind of wanted to experiment before I like really got out into the world, or before I became a mom. If that's the route that we want to take, whatever. So I just wanted to do that. And I'm honestly like really enjoying this look. I think it's so much fun, and it just brings out a certain confidence in myself. And I just honestly felt like, I say honestly a lot too, but that's because I'm being honest. I just felt like I was cutting away all those bad memories, or all those times that I would have like a depressive episode, or I wasn't feeling quite like myself and everything. And those times where I feel like I didn't really know who I was and everything. And I think that's because I'm starting to really realize who I am as a person, and realize who I am
just realizing stuff, and everyone around me, we're all just like realizing.
And sometimes, you can change those things up. It doesn't make you any less of, who you are. It's just now you want to showcase a different side of yourself. And so a lot of times you can feel like you have to be boxed in because this is what people know you as, but I would say if you have different interests, go ahead and explore them.
Why not do something that you want to do because you feel like it's not fitting into the norm of how people see you? Okay. And I would say another reason why I decided to keep growing my hair out is because, and this was just, I would say, like a underlining thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I did love growing out my hair. I think it was a fun process. I got to learn and re-love myself and everything. But I think another reason why is because I was trying to beat that stereotype of Black women not being able to grow their hair long and healthy. And I think that's a lot, what am I trying to say? I think a lot of women kind of go through that too, especially being an African American woman. You kind of feel like you have to beat stereotypes at all times, or you don't want to fit into a stereotype. And, I was like, oh no, I can grow my hair long, like I can grow my hair healthy, blah, 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 blah. And, it just got to a point where it didn't make me happy to grow my hair anymore. And I was just kind of over it. And it's like, I wanted to try something new. I wanted to be bold. I felt like I had not done anything bold in so long. And I was just like, I felt like I was like kind of like craving, like, okay, I need to do something to make me, I don't know, just feel, I don't want to sound corny, but to feel alive again. And it's funny because I went to this, I think her name is Elaine Welter-Ross.
To become more focused on making this an inclusive community that speaks to every kind of young person.
To our school, and she was like, you should ask yourself, when's the last time that you felt alive? When's the, last time you got up and you were, like happy or nervous or like anxious about something? And so I was kind of thinking about that, like, okay.
That's how I want to feel. I kind of wanted to feel like, okay, like, I'm the type of person that takes chances and, does not just rely on her hair, even though my hair was a comfort zone, because it's kind of just like you have like this orbit and people can't really touch you in it. So it definitely is a comfort zone for me. And I felt like definitely cutting off my hair and like doing like blonde was definitely stepping outside of my comfort zone.
I wanted to step outside the box. I wanted to try new adventures. I wanted to feel like myself again. And I wanted to just kind of put a halt or put an end to 2018 and just the things that, you know, I struggled with. And not to say that the haircut got rid of all of it, because I definitely owe everything to God for getting me back into reading my Bible, back into praying and relying heavily on Him, and, you know, not to get, you know, too in depth, but that definitely helped.
And I can do a separate video on that if you guys want, you know. So yeah, and I think I am almost done with this look, and I'm absolutely loving it. So yeah, if you've made it this far, you might as well go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because we're practically best friends right now. I mean, I've just shared with you some good information and some personal things. So, I mean, if you've already gotten this far, you might as well go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look. Kind of had to cut out some parts of it so that it wouldn't be super long, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I like doing chit chat / get ready with me, because I know when I do my makeup, I like to throw on like a YouTube video, and it makes me feel like I'm doing my makeup with like a best friend or something, or like with one of my sisters. So hopefully you guys like that, and I answered some of you guys' questions about my journey and how I got to this process. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are growing this channel, and I'm so thankful for the subscribers that I already have. So I think that is all, and I will see you guys in the next one.